What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Game of the Week show. I'm your host, Matt Southwell, and joining me this week, as always, is Ashley Dye and Dan Gilbert.
Hello.
Gentlemen,
What?
we're up to episode 30 now.
Yeah.
Starting to get old. And I guess I did just steal your joke. But
30 episodes.
30 episodes, and we still don't even get 30 views.
I know.
Oh well.
We do it for the love, don't
We
worry.
do it for the love.
We
And
do.
for the few that do watch it, we do appreciate you.
Yeah.
So, but if we do have anyone new joining us this week, and you're not sure of what the Game of the Week show is, it is three friends sitting around this table every Monday to discuss the latest news topics in the video game industry. We'll then go through the week's game releases before deciding which is our favourite and therefore the game of the week. So moving straight on to the news, busy week this week, guys, a lot to go through.
It's quite a bit.
But we'll start with number one, and obviously number one.
Well,
It's a good place to start.
Good place as any, yeah.
And we've got the games, the retail game sales of 2014. The list doesn't make any surprising reading at all, really.
Not overly,
If we
no.
go down it very, very quickly, we have Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare, number one. Madden, NFL, number 2. Destiny, number 3. GTA 5, number 4. Minecraft, number 5. Super Smash Bros, number 6. NBA 2K, number 7. Watch Dogs 8. FIFA 15, 9. And Call of Duty Ghosts in at number 10. So, nothing really surprising. I think the thing that I'm reading that is most surprising is the fact that Call of Duty Advanced Warfare
Yeah.
is selling most on the 360. I think that's the most interesting thing to read.
That is quite odd, isn't it?
Well, the install base is obviously still
there,
and it's we've talked about how many units the PS4 sold last week, 18.5, which someone for some reason didn't think was very many.
Well, I don't know, I suppose it's a few.
But obviously, a lot of people are still not ready to jump to new gen. If
Yeah.
it's most successful still on previous gen.
And yet the funny thing is, I think if you were on current gen, you'd think, why didn't I do it sooner?
Yeah, I would 100% agree. You know, we are all day one adopters in one form, so slightly biased maybe.
Perhaps.
But
I was quite surprised that Call of Duty Ghosts sort of creeped in at number 10 there, because I didn't think it would with the games we've had this year. I thought... it was out. I was trying to think what date that came out.
It's a year old. It's last year's.
It came out in November.
Or
So you would have thought
2013.
2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that year's Call of Duty. But
I guess it's maybe just a game people were getting as and when they were buying the console throughout the year before the new Call of Duty came, because
it's still bundled.
Call of Duty is a big deal, and like you said, bundled. And,
Yeah.
but you can see from in terms of units, it was outsold. It was most successful on the previous gen as well.
Yeah, 360 and PS3, yeah.
Talking of new consoles, the Xbox One, in the US at least, we announced back in October that it was dropping to $350 for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The holidays ended. They put the price back up to $400. And now this week they've dropped the price again to $349. So you're talking about people not wanting to buy a console. The Americans are getting a pretty good deal there, I think, for $349
Dollars, yeah, they are.
for a new console. And not really that surprising that they put the price back down, because the PS4 is still doing very well.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I think the PS4 and Xbox, you're going to see a lot more. There's not going to be a lot in it in terms of packages. There's not going to be any advantage to getting one over the other in terms of cost, and that's definitely the way we've seen it going.
Yeah, well, the Xbox One won in November through the price drop. It won in December through the price drop. So based on that success, I think Microsoft would be stupid to have moved the price up at all.
They've probably looked at the numbers and gone, hang on,
we need to put that price back.
It's like it was working at this price.
Exactly. You're better to shift more units at a slightly lower cost than few units at a higher price.
What you lose on the front end, you gain in the back end
Exactly.
unit sales.
Yeah.
But if you don't want an Xbox One, in the US getting all the good deals, The Last of Us Remastered is now coming free with the PS4.
Yeah, I suppose it sort of is.
Well, the console's $50 more.
It
but
is.
You get the game.
You get the game with it.
So That's if you're going to get a PS4, that's one of the games you need to have. Unless you obviously had a PS3 previously. If you're someone jumping maybe from Xbox to PS4, that's a game you have to pick up.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it in terms of, well, there's a lot more figures that we could just sit here.
Oh yeah, there's no point rattling off the numbers. It's going to just bore people.
So we'll move on to new and exciting. And to me, there is nothing more new and exciting. Well, not new, but exciting than a new Forza game.
Yeah.
Forza 6 has been announced. It was announced at the North America International Auto Show, which is basically the E3 of cars, for anyone that doesn't know. Basically, it was announced in conjunction with Ford. Ford are bringing their new GT car to the game. It's going to be the cover star, as it were. See, I like calling it a cover star.
Is it going to have its roof down?
Well, maybe if you play your cards right, you can watch it lower its roof. So the big thing about this is the game's going to be coming out this year, whereas the Ford GT actually doesn't come out until, or it doesn't go into production until next year. So you'll be able to be in the car before the car is available for sale. So if you want to race that car, Forza's the way to go, because obviously it's basically the same thing, racing in a video game versus racing in real life.
Yeah,
completely.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad you agree.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't have any more details on Forza other than that. Footage will be coming at E3, and they've promised us that it's going to be the biggest, best year ever because it's their 10-year anniversary as well.
I know, I couldn't believe that reading that. 10 years. That's just.
So actually, you've experienced Forza for the first time now. So
I know.
Not the motorsport side. You've experienced the Horizon side at least.
Yeah.
Does that make you excited for this game?
It's so good. I literally can't stop playing it, and the soundtrack on the game as well just makes it so much better. And that's what I mean. I played Drive Club last year for a few weeks, and playing Forza, I just find Forza so much more enjoyable to play. I mean, the amount of music that's on there, and there's nothing better than having some good tunes to drive to.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would contradict this. I know, Ash, Dan, you can be the deciding vote. In Forza games, maybe Horizon's a bit different because of the type of game it is and the scenery. But when I'm playing Forza Motorsport, for example, I will never have any songs on. The audio I want is the sound of the engine.
No, I like to have it both. A good balance. I always have to adjust the audio so there's a good mix of sound effects of the car, the engine, and the crashing, and also the music as well.
Deciding vote, who's right?
I have to go with Ash, unfortunately, on this one.
Fuck's sake.
But that's because I feel it helps stop a game from going a bit stale sometimes. As in, like, yes, if the sounds are great, I will want no music at that time.
Yeah.
But I think the music can add atmosphere to it.
It does.
If you hit the right track at the right moment, it just makes the whole thing.
It does.
It just adds. It takes it from like up there to like there.
Yeah.
So like, it's not a massive difference.
I like how you were, the first time you were like, "Oh, I'm too high."
No, you're absolutely right. I think it creates another element, another dimension of feeling in the game.
Can I just quickly try and dig myself out of this hole by clarifying?
Do you want to go sideways?
I could go sideways, but I'm actually going to leap out of it by saying this is the only game I do this in is in Forza 6 because I think the sounds of the car, not Forza 6 obviously, I haven't played Forza Motorsport, because the sounds in that game on the cars are so good and I want to enjoy them. For example, I always remember Ash, not you, the band, on Burnout.
Yeah.
Do you remember that song? I can't even remember the name or how it goes now, but there was a song that just kind of fitted. It was a fast-paced song and it just made you want to go fast in Burnout.
Yeah, but I like that in Forza. I don't want to go on too long, but because of the different channels, the different radio stations you've got, it matches the type of driving you're doing. And I think, I'm not a big drum and bass fan, but sometimes just when you're doing 210 miles an hour through the countryside, it just fits.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. We'll move on then. We'll move on to the next story, which is...
Try it out, see what you think. Difference. Music helps.
I do like music in games. I'm not going to deny that. We'll move on to the next item, which is not quite so happy as an announcement. This one's a delay. GTA 5 on the PC. Sorry, PC gamers, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Rockstar have confirmed. It will now be coming on March 24th, not January 27th as initially planned. They obviously did the normal marketing spiel of we're sorry for the delay. We need these extra few weeks for testing and polish to make sure the experience is as enjoyable as possible.
Blah blah blah. Yeah.
You know, they have to say that. You know, the bottom line, I would rather them delay it though if it's not ready than release it and patch it. You know, we can't have a go at people both ways.
Yeah.
Because we have a go at people for releasing games and going, oh, patch it later mentality.
Yes.
So I'd rather a game be delayed and be good than a game, or a delayed game be great rather than just release it and be good.
Yeah.
So
no, you're right.
Although like,
delays are inevitable.
Yeah, some people sort of like went out and were already straight away without reading the full release and so on, going, oh, that means they've delayed the heist for the consoles. But they've gave little brief mention. It said that the heist will still be coming to the consoles in the coming weeks ahead of the PC launch. So whether that's still like in like the original window when the PC one was meant to come out, as in they are ready to go and they're still on their regular schedule, or they're going to bump everything back so it leads into a little bit of hype. Before the launch.
Can we remember? Did they basically just say early 2015 before? Was that what they told? They said to us, I think.
And then we sort of concluded it would come out at launch of PC,
that's what we
which
thought.
is 27. Yeah. So if they stick to that, and it's still,
I think they'll come in February. I think towards the end of February, personally. So maybe a month, a month before the release of the PC game. That's my prediction. Do you want to have a bet on it right now? Live date?
No.
Fine.
No.
I win by
default.
We'll let
everybody
I win
know.
by default then.
You always do.
Yeah.
No, we'll let everybody know when they are announced.
Obviously, we'll be playing them
officially.
Number 4, and this week I thought we'd include some Nintendo news.
Yeah.
We don't really give Nintendo enough love on this channel, mainly because none of us have a Nintendo console, so therefore we can't. Well, we have old consoles.
Yeah,
none of the current consoles.
The old Wii's,
GameCube, which is a great console, by the way.
Good console.
But there's a big Nintendo event, so a lot of news coming out. First up being the new 3DS that's coming to Europe and America on the 13th of February. Only the XL version will be coming in the US, but we will be getting the normal version and the XL version. I don't know personally what I would rather have of the two. I mean, obviously XL bigger.
Has Nintendo basically decided America just wants bigger because it's better? They've just gone and cut it out. This is like, we already know.
Well,
they've obviously probably looked at previous figures and just realised that the XL just sells so much better.
Yeah.
They would not sell something unless they generally believed that it wasn't profitable to do so. So the figures must be there, like you say. Americans always think bigger is better.
Maybe Americans have bigger hands.
Maybe.
Anyway.
But yeah, so that's coming up. You going to get one of those?
You know, I don't know. I've got my Vita.
Do you play it?
No. When I travel, I play. It's my travel console.
Okay. Good.
That's it. Sorry, was I meant to say some more?
I thought you were going somewhere.
No, not really. Anyway, yeah.
I think I'm going to get one of these new 3DSs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just because I feel like I want one, and when I put my mind to something, I've decided that I want to get something. That's it. I don't try and kind of think about it logically. When I think in my mind I'm going to get something, I will inevitably get it. So yeah, I'll be getting one of those in February. It's actually just before my girlfriend's birthday, so maybe I'll call it a present for her.
We've all done it.
Yeah. One thing that I found really weird about this is that they're not coming with AC adapters. And just to clarify, that's not air conditioning, that's the plug.
Yes,
yeah.
I know.
That's fine.
It's alternate current.
Well done.
Anyway, did
you not find that really weird that it wouldn't come with a plug?
I mean, like, not owning a 3DS or anything in the past, like, is their battery just like AA, or is it actually like an inbuilt one?
I think it's an inbuilt one, as far as I'm aware.
So is that adapter for like saying you can buy it and then like not charge it, or is
maybe
it like you can't run it while playing? As in like what kind of adapter are they talking about?
It's to charge it, basically. I assume it's going to be a micro USB, and they figure everyone has enough micro USB devices in their houses, so therefore
maybe
we won't ship them anymore. I don't know.
Well, look, it's the 13th of Feb, so it could be a
We'll find out
Valentine's Day
soon.
present.
I'll let you know soon. A couple more things on Nintendo. First up, some more amiibos. We won't go into a big conversation.
We've
spoke about before, but they are a big deal. A lot of people like them, so therefore it's only relevant that we mention the ones that are coming out. We've got some coming in the spring, which will include Pac-Man, Wario, and Charizard, which is cool. I like Charizard. He was the most badass of Pokemon. I always feel. Ash, what do you think about that?
Was I involved in this conversation? It's to do with Pokemon.
Yeah.
I really don't know anything about Pokemon.
I know you don't. That was part of the joke.
Yes, I know it was. I'm just staying quiet, waiting for the next.
Okay.
Hoping we move on.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's a Super Mario series of amiibos coming out March 20th, which will include, surprisingly, the Super Mario characters: Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I know all of those.
Well done.
Yeah. Sorry.
Some more plastic figurines to be able to buy and stick on your gamepads. Hey, it's good business. We've spoken about it before. We won't go into huge level, but it's a good business model.
That's it. With that and the Skylanders as well, they do very well.
And then Disney Infinity, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I've got something just saying that the figures in 2014 for Amiibo sales were nearly twice as many as Super Smash Brothers for Wii U.
Wow. And that was the best-selling game on the Wii U.
Yeah. So that just gives you an idea of how popular they really are.
Yeah. Oh, they really have a lot of money to make.
They're really popular.
Yeah.
They are really popular.
Here it's giving a rough figure of 2.6 million.
That's considering they came out towards the end of the year as well. It's not like they've been available all year.
I'm just give you an example, like the Skylanders game. They're constantly bringing out new Skylanders, and they quite often have cross compatibility in terms of the characters being able to use on the different Skylanders game. So I bought my son a Skylanders game, and I think it was 25 quid, a bit cheaper than a normal game on I don't know, PS4 or whatever. But then you buy all the characters, and no joke, you can spend 100 quid on the Skylanders game in no time. Like every birthday or Christmas or the odd weekend, you buy another character, and it's another 8-10 quid. It soon adds up. I mean, it's good business.
It's smart.
It is very smart. It's very clever.
We'll just do a couple more quick things on Nintendo before moving on. Wii U, you were talking there before about Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart helped the software sales increase by 75% in 2014 versus 2013.
Yep.
And also the Wii U had its best ever months of sales in December. Probably not that surprising. It's a perfect Christmas present for kids, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it's not overly surprising. And it was also more successful than it was in 2013, which again is not that surprising because it's had a full year run of it, and it's just good that the Wii U is actually finally shifting some units, but I think it's all down to Mario Kart and Smash, personally. And then there'll be another big race when Zelda comes out and then Mario comes out.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation we could have for a long time about the state of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Maybe we will have that one day.
I think
On Party Chat every Wednesday. What?
Nothing. Little plug.
Yeah.
I think we do need to. One of us, probably me, will need to invest in the Wii U to get some experience on there.
I will also vote that you buy the Wii U. All three of us.
I do think we need to get some coverage on that because I do feel bad that it's lost and forgotten sometimes, overshadowed maybe by the Xbox One and PS4 these days, and it's a shame because it is a good console. There's some good games there. It's
just not enough, isn't it? That's the thing we always talk about.
It's
it's designed for Nintendo games, and Nintendo games are great, but we need more than just Nintendo games.
Yeah,
the Xbox or the PS4, that over its lifespan there are going to be hundreds upon hundreds of games that you're going to want to play and enjoy. You don't get that certainty.
It's not going to be just a rehash of a Mario game or a Zelda game or something along those lines. It's going to be something...
A rehash of a Call of Duty game and a rehash of an Uncharted game.
Anyway.
But so that's pretty much it on the... one more thing on the Nintendo front. Wii games are coming to the Wii U store. which is not overly surprising. It's something that's happening on Xbox and PS4.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did like, the announcement's basically been is that on the first week of release, they will be 50% off their normal price. So if they're normally £18 for the first week, they'll be £9, which is quite a nice thing to have. And then that way you can kind of bring your old category across for a pretty reasonable price, £9 a game. But anyway, that's enough Nintendo.
Did you say 15 to £9?
Did I?
Well, that's not 50% off, is it?
Sorry, it's 18 to 9.
Oh, okay.
Did I say 50?
I don't know. I thought you said 15 anyway.
I think I might have said 50. I meant 50 off.
Oh.
That's what I meant. I know what I meant.
All right.
It's not like it's important saying the right words. As long as I know, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Alright, the final item this week.
Amstrad have got a new console.
Yes. And it is...
A Commodore.
Not just 64 though. No, we spoke about a guy by the name of Ed Zawick, which is obviously known to everyone far and wide. No, maybe not.
That A-lister. Ooh,
Yeah.
Go Ed Zarek.
I like him. Shout out to Ed Zawick if he's watching this.
Definitely. He's
Hook me up.
He's got the right idea.
That's all I'm saying. But he created a laptop a while back. We spoke about it. An Xbox One and a PS4 laptop. So he created two different
basically
ones. portable consoles,
console with the whole screen and everything in one, rather than having
which we agreed were very cool, but not something that you would buy, especially because they were like $1,300.
Yeah, they were expensive as hell.
It was like, yeah. And you had to send him your console to do it too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
not that I wouldn't say it's trustworthy, but it's like, would you risk your whole console and then pay another $1,000 just to basically effectively have a screen on your console?
I was thinking, what would I do for the 3 or 4 weeks that it was gone?
Use your other console. That's why you have two now.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, he has now created a super laptop that he's calling the Playbox for One, which will have both the PS4 and the Xbox One all in one unit. He created this specifically for, he says, a client who requested it. Basically, yeah, there's a video on YouTube you can watch and it works perfectly seamlessly. All you have to do is you flip a switch on the back and it switches from PS4 to Xbox One, and it's all in one unit, no bigger than what the PS4 is now, I would say.
Yeah.
There's not really anything to say about it apart from that it's just cool.
Yeah,
I think it shows what's possible from consoles and what people can do, and I think it's the way forward, isn't it? With I'm talking several years down the line when it's more, when everyone's going to want that sort of thing, and maybe you've got some more consoles. Maybe you're going to want a new Nintendo console and a PlayStation and a Xbox all in one.
Yeah.
What would we argue about though if there was only one console?
Oh, we wouldn't.
That doesn't.
Well, no, you'd argue why you're using the PlayStation rather than the Xbox. Like when you can only have one at a time.
Yeah. But no, it's pretty cool, and it reminds me of Dan. I'm sure you'll remember this, Ash. I don't know if you will or not.
No, I'm too young.
Oh no, because you're so old and not down with the technologies. I know because I've spoken to Dan about it before. The PS1 when it had like the
travel screen.
The travel screen.
Yeah,
you could plug in.
I had one of those in my car.
All right.
Yeah.
I was saying the reason I was saying I don't know if you know is because I generally didn't know if you'd had one or not.
Yeah, I did have one. Yeah.
Despite what I try to portray, I'm not actually psychic and all-knowing.
Okay.
But there we go, and I like the idea of portability on my consoles. I wish, maybe I'm in the minority, but I wished I could have my console, the ability to be able to take it anywhere.
Do you think with I mean, I know there's only one guy and it's a few examples, but if there's like a rise in popularity, do you think you look at, or whether there would actually be like the first party development of these sort of systems?
I don't think so.
Not necessarily in this format, but going to you're talking like the travel screen for the PS1. I know the PS1 was in comparison, but
I think PS4, PlayStation already have it with PlayStation TV and the Vita, and the introduction of PlayStation Now, so you can play all your PS3, PS2 games basically via the cloud using your Vita. That's their portable travel console.
Yeah, I want PS4 technology on a PS Vita.
I'm sure it will, in theory, it's just streaming. So when the internet infrastructure's there, I'm sure their idea is eventually it will evolve, but at the moment they don't want that on there because that would take away the sales of the PS4.
That's a fair point, actually.
But yeah,
But no, certainly a step in the right direction for technology and how to
technology is awesome.
consolidate
That's just what I want to
your
take from
playability.
this. So yeah, that's it on the news. Quite a lot I said to talk about, but luckily it's counteracted by the fact that we don't have many games to talk about this week.
Yeah.
There's a couple more than last week, though.
There is a couple more than last week, but of the four we have,
Just a couple as well.
It is.
of the four we have, two of them are re-releases.
Yep.
And well, yeah. We'll move
What do we
on.
got this week,
So
Matt?
first up, Peggle 2, the Magical Master Edition on PS4 and Xbox One. Peggle 2, fantastic game, really good game. I have it for the Xbox One. If you don't have it, you should get it.
I don't have it.
You should get it.
Okay.
Basically, this edition it comes with all the add-on content released to date, all the DLC, etc., etc. But it's basically it's kind of like Breakout style, but done with a bit of comedy and a bit of a twist. The idea is you basically have to shoot these balls to knock down other balls and stuff. It sounds weird, but if you watch it, it makes a lot more sense.
I know. It's,
But what I would just say is, I did give myself a note here. I had seen it on sale, the original game, just Peggle 2. It was down to like £3 or £4 or on the PlayStation Network. So maybe just do some calculations and check, does this new version work out cheaper than buying the original and then buying the DLC separate because it's on sale? Maybe it's ended now because of this one coming out. I don't know. But just
definitely worth looking at.
MXGP, the official motocross game. We spoke about it. It came for PS3, now for PS4.
Yeah.
Ash, excited?
You know what? It looks good. It's been years since I've played a decent motocross sort of game. I mean, the Trials Fusion game is great, but it's not motocross. Yeah. And that's about as close I've got to a good bike race game. But it looks.
I always kind of imagined you to be a biker. I don't know why. Is it just me? I imagine that like when you were a teenager, you were like really into your motocross. You just come across as that kind of person.
Nah.
No.
I was all about studying.
No, you weren't. But there we go.
No, it looks good. It does. It really does look good.
Joe Danger, the movie. Joe Danger 2, the movie, for PS Vita. It's based on like a blockbuster movie kind of style. That's the idea of the game. Is you're a character in a movie.
Yeah, the guy's been hired as the stunt man.
What did you think of this one, Dan? Is it the kind of game that you would play?
It's like looking at the IGN review thing while we were filming. They basically said it's a much more sort of like colourful version of previous Trials games. I mean, like Trials Fusion is colourful.
Trials HD and stuff.
Hell, so you can't really say that about the last one, but it's
it's a game that I would play
if you had it.
Yeah,
you wouldn't necessarily pay for it.
Yeah,
it just looks. It's side-scrolling racer, stunt motocross. You have to navigate kind of the world as it comes to you. Different vehicles. I've got here snowmobiles, jetpacks, unicycles, skis, and motorbikes.
I think what they were saying about this, though, it's not just a point A to point B. There was a bit more exploration to do in this, which I don't think we've seen in the other Joe Danger games. So it's not just straight side-scrolling A to B, collect, done.
Okay.
There is a bit more to it, I think.
It's A to B via
it's
C.
a sort of
it's
a sort of 2.5 dimension sort of game.
Yeah. I think it's colourful.
I
would say it is very
colourful
colourful.
and fun.
It's like it looks entertaining, but I don't know whether that's entertaining in the short term. Rather than keeps your interest for long enough to actually complete the game.
Yeah.
It looks like something that is perfect for the Vita, though.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
It's something that you can play on the
go.
Playing in short bursts.
Yeah.
So, and another one that we may be playing in short bursts. The final one this week is also the best name game of 2015 so far.
I think so.
Fat Princess Piece of Cake.
Yeah.
For the PS Vita.
Yeah.
Now, when I read the first two lines, I kind of instantly lost interest. Free to play puzzle game with optional in-game purchases.
Yeah.
I was like, for fuck's sake.
It's another one of these.
These belong on the mobile phone. Get off my console.
Yeah.
I do not want freemium games on my console. I mean, I know there are a couple, but
No, you're
A
right.
game like this is just... This
You're
looks
right.
like a mobile phone game.
Put it this
It
way.
is.
You say you lost interest after those 2 lines. I was completely done after the start of the third.
Yeah, well, that just to clarify, that
yeah.
was my description of it.
Yeah,
it
but
looks
no-
very much like a Candy Crush game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, moving jewels and stuff around.
Yeah,
to
but still,
match
it's
stuff.
just like the moment I read that, it's like, come on. Like,
I'm with you, Matt.
Come up with a
This is
different
not.
idea.
This is not a console game. It really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, it does have a nice little twist. Is clearing the puzzles, getting point. I don't understand exactly how it is, but getting the points or the combos result in your character on like the left half of your screen, kind of battling and defending the princess.
Right.
So there's a story going along next to the puzzle of why you're clearing the puzzle. It's not just matching your 3 red things and then you're done.
No, it's
Yeah, but
still not for me. Still sounds boring.
It just strikes me as the same thing as
It is.
Like there's an idea that was popular now. Everyone else has basically made spin-offs of it. It's like
Do you remember,
it's like
do you remember Beehive Bedlam?
Mhm.
Yeah.
When Sky on the Skybox?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Tetris? Yeah, could deal with that. Anything else? Fuck off.
It's a bit restricted.
Well,
If you're not Tetris or a Sky game,
no, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not like the classic, all this sort of in-game purchase stuff, I hate it, all of it, you know. And the adverts are constantly popping up.
I bet it's
and
one of these
like,
games
Go
as well.
away, get off my screen.
Yeah. I bet it's one of these games where you can't actually complete it or progress at a decent pace without paying
Yeah.
as well, and that's
All the good stuff you got. to pay
again.
for.
I generally think that could be a good conversation for us to have one day about what we think of freemium games.
You'll be
Every
so
Wednesday.
angry.
Don't know. Yeah, I'd leave here quite angry. I think.
I know exactly. That's why I think it would be a good
Yeah.
one. But anyway, then
Should we go to the gym now? Let's not go to the gym. Let's just go and talk about in-game purchase.
Yeah.
No.
And then go to the gym.
what the fuck's
You're-
a gym? I don't know a gym.
Don't know.
Actually, I do know a gym. Play cricket with him. Nice guy. Anyway, what's your pick of the week then?
Peggle 2. I haven't got it yet, so it's the game that I want to get.
Please do. It's really good. It's really
Yes.
good fun.
I think for me, it's probably the Motocross GP.
Yeah.
I think so.
I do like motocross games. In the past, like on the PS2, they always used to be really good fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a game that I think maybe is a bit dated now. I don't know.
I'm just thinking back to like my comments last time we saw it, and I just thought it looked.
I remember it
dated
didn't look like a.
It looked almost.
PS3
It
game.
looked PS2ish.
Well, maybe this one looked like a
in some way,
PS3 one then.
in somewhere in between. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it'll look better and seem
Yeah.
better on
Yeah.
like the newest.
it was hard.
consoles.
I need to actually have a good look at the gameplay on this before I purchase it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
be
these games
happy.
have only come out this week, so it's hard to always.
Yeah, I really want to.
Exactly.
I want to have a decent look at the gameplay and not just buy it because the game sounds
just,
like it's.
Just to clarify, when we pick games, you don't have to buy the one you choose. You know,
Yeah, do.
this is just for entertainment.
Yeah, but I like to put
How many of the
put my
games-
money where my mouth is.
How many of the games that you've picked on Game of the Week have you gone on to go and buy?
Not
Honestly.
many.
There you go.
Not many.
So there we go. That's it for the.
What did you pick?
I picked Peggle 2.
Okay.
Well, I didn't actually pick it. I praised Dan for his choice, so it was implied.
Okay.
So no, Peggle 2 is a great game. I'm not going to buy it because I already own it, obviously, but it's a really good game, and I recommend anyone that likes any type of video game should like Peggle 2. It's not for a particular gamer. It's just a fun game to play. Simple as.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, that's it for this week. A little bit of a long one. Like I said, there was a lot to go through in the news, but I never consider our shows to ever be too long.
Nah.
It's just a pleasure to chat with you guys,
It is.
even if everyone else stops. But there we go. Yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to our channel. If you want to speak to us about any of the news topics this week or any of the games, do leave a comment down below and we will respond to you. But for this week,
Well, for this show, for this
this
week.
show, this show now, yes,
Yeah.
we are a multi-show channel. It's like every word there was just like, I don't know words.
We are, so you can catch our other show on Wednesday.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Party Chat.
Yes.
It's very good.
It is. Different
It,
topic
it
every
has
week.
all of us in it, so what more could you want?
What have we got this week?
I'll have to tune in to find out, won't I?
Oh.
Ooh. But it is going to be even better than last week.
Yeah.
There's the bar. So yeah, there we go. Ash, Dan,
Matt, Dan.
thank you for your time. And everyone there, we will see you next Monday.